Fitin10 Nation, it is day 3 of the Fitin10 challenge. Your macros are going to be coming tomorrow. I'm going to be finishing up the scans tomorrow, so all 64 people in the challenge. It's a big one. It's one of the biggest ones, and I'm super excited. We're going to have some really good results. It's just what I feel on this one. I can just sense it. So I'm really, really excited. So macros coming tomorrow. I will tell you guys that I want you to be within, right away, within 10% of the numbers that I give you. So within 10% of the number of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats that I outline for you, okay? Don't be concerned so much with calories, just be concerned with your macros. If you fulfill your macros, you'll fulfill your calories, okay? So don't worry. I just give you your calories because people ask me. They want to know what their calories are, so I give them to them. But you can figure out your calories from your macros, okay? If you need a password reset for Zen Plan or app, let us know. We can send that to you. I don't actually know if you need us to send you a reset, to be honest with you. I think you can just reset it yourself. I think, but I'm not sure. If you can't figure it out, I did send one to one person because I just did it just in case, but I've never had to send it, so I don't think that's the case, okay? I think it's just more for signing up on our website that you need us to send you a password reset, although I could be wrong. So anyways, see if you can get into the app by resetting it yourself. I think on your app there should be like a reset password or lost password, or can't remember password or something like that. If you can't figure it out, let me know, okay? Okay, every day I'm going to talk about food and things that I think are going to be really helpful for you. So I've already had tons of questions, so I'm going to get right into it. It's a good old protein powder. Now, I will start off by saying I want you guys to eat real whole food. Try to eat real whole food. This stuff is obviously goes through some level of processing. I mean, pretty much every food does, depending on how you want to define processing. But processing isn't always bad. This is not bad, with the exception of there is sucralose in here. Now, there's no evidence to suggest that sucralose is unhealthy for you, but that doesn't mean it isn't. And I only bring sucralose up because it hasn't been around for that long, right? So everything else in here has been tried and tested. So this is pharmaceutical grade. This is Magnum Quattro. It's pharmaceutical grade. I sell it. Not everything I recommend to you I sell, okay, unfortunately. And there are some things I sell, but I'll recommend better ones to you. But overall, I really like the Magnum line. It's a local company. Canadian company, has been around for 15 years. All the products are pharmaceutical grade, which means they have to meet the standards. They have to meet label claims, okay? They have to be within 95.5% of label claim. The supplement industry is just, it's like a very rogue industry. I don't think they have to follow any standards, like not even food standards. Like food standards, I think they have to be within 20% or 25% of label claim. So if you can believe it, food labels are off or can be off by that much. I know a lot of companies are putting stuff out that is like, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this because I've seen these detailed reports where an outside company will test 30 lines of protein powder, and they'll come back and we see protein powders that are as much as 40% off label claim. Okay, and there's other things that are bad about that companies can do with protein powders, like amino acid spiking, and amino acid spiking would be definitely one of the worst things they can do. But just as I mentioned, not even meeting label claim. So being higher in fats and carbohydrates than protein, and when you're buying this product as a protein source, right? So again, this is a good thing to have if you have a hard time eating the amount of protein in solid food form. Okay. Generally, what I do with this is I make shakes. Obviously, I guess you make shakes, but I add food to it. I add real food to it. So I'll add things like oatmeal and fruit and almond milk and nut and seed butter. What else do I put in it? I guess that's pretty much it. It depends on I guess it depends on what concoction I'm gonna make. Sometimes it's frozen berries. What else? I'll share some of my recipes with you guys, okay? Very, very helpful. 50 servings in here. I sell this for $85. So, really, really helpful. And it is kosher, okay, by the way? So, very good protein supplement. This protein powder, by the way, is about 85% pure, okay? It doesn't really get that much purer than that. Every protein in here is an isolate, which is like basically the most pure form of whey protein you can get, okay? Okay, what am I doing for time here? 6 minutes. Okay, well, there's no point in me saying to you guys that you should be watching the videos, because if you're watching this video, then you're watching the videos, okay? But for the sake of those who maybe just are watching this video today and haven't watched the other ones, you gotta watch the videos every day, because I'm making announcements such as your macros are coming on Tuesday, and you should be eating a serving of protein, carbohydrates, and fat, strong food, every single meal that you eat. That's 1 serving of each. Okay, so I'm putting out there as a reminder, okay? Also, on a side note, coming back to the classes and Zen Planner, you don't have to sign up for classes in advance. I'm not going to require you guys to. I will always take you in, okay? So there's going to be a lot of people in tonight's class. We're going to have 2 instructors, myself and Martine, teaching, so we should be totally fine. We are prepared for you. Okay. All right. Message of the day. Long-term consistency over short-term perfection. Long-term consistency over short-term perfection. Now, I want you guys to be as perfect as possible. I want you to shoot or strive for perfection. But what's more important is to be consistent over time, okay? So listen, you're gonna, as I mentioned in previous videos, you're gonna make some mistakes, involuntary or not. And this is just part of the process whenever you're working towards something. That is any challenge in and of itself. This is clearly a challenge, okay? Eating is going to be a challenge in this, I know that. So rather than getting discouraged because you're not being perfect, I want you to keep striving to get better, okay? So, which reminds me, I'm going to send you guys out a link that will have, it's a link to an online form where you will give me your feedback. You will give that to me every week, okay? So at the end of the week, you're going to send me your feedback for the week, and you can throw some questions in there as well, okay? But I want you to not get hung up when you fall off course. Should you fall off course? Hopefully you don't, okay? If you make mistakes, you got to keep moving forward. That's the #1 secret to being successful in everything, is not giving up. It sounds trite. It sounds like perhaps BS, but actually it's true. I see it all the time in my industry. It's the people that are really successful, the people that don't give up. Okay, so you got to keep trying. Anything you want in life, you got to keep trying for it. All right, so long-term consistency. Think about consistency. Consistency doesn't mean being perfect all the time, right? It just means overall, through a long period of time, you are being as consistent as possible. Okay, don't get caught up in perfection. All right, okay. Positive energy, positive vibes. Always give gratitude, and for the love of God, for the love of humanity, believe in yourself. You have no good reason not to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and go after whatever you want to do. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Coach Mark signing out. Hopefully I will see you tonight, 7 p.m. See you guys.